Alright guys, so today's video is on the Beats Solo Buds. Now if you came here just looking for a lot of very interesting specs, if you're looking for an overly positive review and glowing things to say about this pair, that's not going to be this video at all. You would even think because they come in at $79, it's a hell of a value from especially a company like Apple or Beats to come out with this, because normally their earbuds and headphones are much more expensive. So this is considered to be their budget pair of true wireless earbuds. But the problem is pretty much everything about these. Now I will start with the fact that the overall look and the design of these I do like. They are very small. The case is really tiny. It's really pocketable. The earbuds fit in my ears really nicely, and I like that they use button controls. And that's pretty much where the love for these stop, because there's no Qi wireless charging on the case. In fact, you have to have the case plugged into something to charge the earbuds, because the case doesn't even have a battery. There's no noise canceling on the earbuds. There's no ambient mode. It only has standard Bluetooth codec playback. There's no EQ options within the app, and I'm not really even sure what the point of the app is, because there's no features on this earbud for the app to actually give you control of. So it's extremely bare bones, which, you know, for a budget pair of true wireless earbuds, you would kind of expect them to have to pull things here and there and kind of hold back. But to not even have a battery in the case, it's kind of insane. And as far as what all you're getting in the box, this is pretty simple. You are getting 4 sets of silicone ear tips. You do not get a charging cable. You actually have to provide your own charging cable. It does take USB-C. It says that you can plug it into a wall, you can plug it into your phone, your tablet, your laptop, whatever, to actually charge these, but they don't even give you the charging cable, which is actually heavily required to even charge these. There is no IP rating, so even if you're looking for a somewhat inexpensive pair to use at the gym or at the beach where there's rain, or if you're gonna sweat and things like that, there's no protection against water with these at all. But I will say the battery life on these, on the earbuds themselves, is very impressive. Now this is if you're listening at about 50% volume. It says you can get around 18 hours on a single charge. Now I would have liked to have seen the case give me an additional 18 hours. We have seen other brands come out with cases this small and still have a battery inside. So I'm not really sure what the thought process was when they designed this. Now it does have the same fast charging feature that all of the other Beats true wireless earbuds have, where a 5-minute charge will get you about an hour's worth of use. This again just comes in handy if you're gonna go for a walk or you're gonna go to the gym for an hour. You pick your earbuds up and they're dead. You're gonna have to throw them in the case, but in this case, you're gonna have to make sure your case is plugged into something so that you can get an hour's worth of use on a 5-minute charge. Now, if you're gonna use these for taking phone calls, I think the mics on here are decent. I think it picks up my voice pretty well, and I think even in noisy environments, it does a somewhat decent job of blocking out a lot of the surroundings. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. So here is the mic test using the Beats Solo Buds. And like I said, I think for the most part, it picks up my voice very well. I think everything for the most part comes in pretty clear. So this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here is the mic test with the crowd noise being played, which you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now let's talk about the sound. I mean, I've said this before in other audio products, a lot of the features don't normally matter as long as the product sounds good. And that's not even the case with these. I feel like these are way too lifeless in the sound department. There's no body to them because I feel like the bass is pretty much just non-existent. I think these are very tinny. They are heavily focused on the mids and the treble, but honestly, not even in a good way. It's just the fact that that's what you're hearing instead of the low end. These just lack punch, which, you know, I get it. It seems like Beats is trying to separate from what they used to be known for, which was being a very bass-heavy headphone, very bass-heavy earbuds, and all of that. But when Apple bought out Beats, they kind of went in the direction on focusing on treble and on the mids, where you can hear vocalists better, where you can hear the clarity of things and the details a lot better, and it wasn't muddy because the low end wasn't trying to do too much. But now it just seems as though they've stripped the low end completely and they bumped up the mids and the treble just enough where that you can tell is the focus, but it's not a good sounding earbud at all. It really is completely lifeless, and not even in that flatter reference style way. It's almost the equivalent of going into the dollar store and just picking up a pair of basically the cheapest pair of true wireless earbuds you can find on the shelf, and that's what these are the equivalent to. There's nothing that says these are worth buying. And the other thing to think about is even the regular Beats Studio Buds. They go on sale so much that it brings it very close to the $79 price tag of the Solo Buds. I have no idea why these exist, other than for Beats to say that they have a budget option in the market. I can see these going on sale for quite a bit at around $50, but even then, you have pairs from Soundcore, from Earfun, from Soundpeats, and I could probably go on this huge list of comparable earbuds that are much better, that offer LDAC, that offer wireless charging, that has apps that give you all of these different EQ controls, and all of those brands offer something at around that $50 price tag that gives you all of that the Beats Solo Buds don't even come close to. This pair, I'm not even sure why they exist. They do come in some nice, pretty colors if that's something you're interested in. I have the black version, but it does come in a purple, also a gray, and the red one is a transparent look, which I actually do like the look of, but that's not enough to sell these. I think what is going to sell them is the fact that it is a Beats product and it is inexpensive for a Beats product. That's going to grab people's attention, but do know that there's just so many better options out there. This pair is not worth looking at. But guys, that's my video on the Beats Solo Buds. Again, not really much to see here, but I appreciate you guys checking out this video, and I appreciate you checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.